All the bitches out here that think, oh, let me get this bitch, I'm finna take her nigga. Which one? The fuck? I got too many anyway. I'll give them up for the free, bitch. I'm really a hoe in this bitch, and I don't give a fuck, nor am I ashamed. Anytime I sneak a nigga here, I've never been caught, ever. So, kudos to me.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Just a Girl Show. My name is Janine if you are new here. If you're new, of course, hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on so you never miss an episode. And if you're a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. So y'all, last year I made a video on TikTok and the girls were upset. Primarily the older women, right? I spoke out and I basically said that the older generation of women are bad influences, jealous, envious, just doing all the wrong things that is influencing the younger generation. And the old women were so mad. They were so in uproar. They were, how I'm lying. That's not true. Where do they learn it from? We're all influenced, period. We're influenced to do the right thing or the wrong thing. And in today's time, when it comes to young women, young girls, teenage girls, they are being heavily influenced to be over-sexualized themselves, shall I say. They have no shame. They have no care. They have this very, I can do whatever I want, nobody should judge me type of mentality, because that's all they see. All they see is the women who are older than them talking about that. Be who you want to be. Do what you want to do. Don't let nobody tell you who you can be. Don't let nobody judge you. Don't care if people judge you. Live your truth. Living your truth is what they all love to say. And it is negatively influencing our young girls to the point that they have no shame in how they're perceived, how they present themselves, and how they look. Because one thing for sure, which is what I always tell the girls, is what you do in your younger years can influence and dictate what your future will be. These young girls are out of control. I'm going to share this clip with y'all. Be mindful that it is, some vulgarness, but it's just a clear example of copy and paste, influence, doing what I see, what everybody else is doing, and here I am, this child, speaking this way.
So, story time about how I got while my mom was asleep in the other room. Okay, so basically, for my school, I run track, right? And I did track one night, and I got home around 10 something. But my friend was having an after party for her prom. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to go because my mom was gonna question me, and I'm not gonna be able to lie like on the spot, because my mom first thing she gonna say is, "Why are you friends with seniors?" If y'all don't know, I am in 8th grade. She gonna be like, "Why are you friends with seniors?" Like, no, you're not going. This is like, no, you're not going. I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna sneak out because this ain't my first rodeo. This really not my first rodeo. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sneak out. But my Cash App, everything is closed. I don't have no money, no Apple Pay, no none of that. No money. I'm like, what nigga can I know gonna pull up on me and take me? So then I'm thinking to myself, and I'm like, I don't really even want to go to this party by myself, so I'm calling everybody. Everybody told me that they don't want to go, so I'm like, okay, cool, we're not gonna go. But then I called Blue, and I'm like, yo, you trying to pull up to this party? Da, 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 da. He like, yeah, bet for sure. So I was like, okay, are you cool with like sneaking any beat and like, he was like, yeah, I'm down, I don't really care. The whole time I'm thinking this boy is like my age, or like one, like in 9th grade, like just one grade above me. I don't even know what grade this nigga in, but I was like, what the fuck? He didn't drive to my house, he got an Uber, so so he come over, cool, and my mom is asleep. Like, I'm coming out, in and out the room, going in the room, checking up on her, doing a little bit of communication so she don't suspect nothing. I'm coming in the room, hey, you good? Do you need anything? You want to kiss goodnight? Like, that. And I know she knocked out, so I lock my door, and he in the room already, and we just vibing. So whatever, we vibing for real, we cool, we chilling. And then I'm telling him, are we going to this party or not? He was like, oh, I didn't drive, like I can get us an Uber. So we look on the Uber app, it's $50 for there, like, and he's like, I mean, we can go, but I'm not really trying to spend all that. So I was like, yeah, we just not gonna go. It's whatever. Just like we can just chill. So yeah, other than this, in that group chat, I never had no verbal real communication with this boy. Like we never used to sit on the phone caked up. No, none of that. Like I didn't even know his name for real. I knew the name he went by, not his government name, not his age, no nothing. So yeah, no. So he was trying to, and I was not down for none of that because it's like, I don't know you. Like, you could be, I don't know you. So he was like, I know you didn't call me over here for nothing. You be on bullshit. So I started to feel bad. Like, I feel like that was manipulation for real, for real. I started to feel bad, and I was like, I mean, I can. So I did whatever. And then he started to, right? Usually I'm not the type. I do not like that. It makes me so uncomfortable. I do not like stuff like that. So I'm kind of like different, like giddy, and I'm just like, I don't know how to feel. So he do it, and that was something for real, and I'm screaming like I'm loud. Yeah, there was like my TV going and my Alexa going. So my Alexa was playing Janae Echo, and then my TV was playing Rick and Morty. So I didn't think I was being that loud until my mama called me. She literally calls me, and she's like, why are you screaming? And me and her room, like my room and her room share a wall. It's not even my room for real, but my grandparents, they staying with me for a little while, so I gotta share a room with my sister. And my sister, she was out of town, I don't know. Oh, she like, why are you screaming? Like, why are you screaming? Like, turn that shit off. I'm trying to go to bed. I can hear you. Like, turn that shit off. I'll tell her, I was like, I'm playing Roblox. Then I got so scared, y'all, because that's my first time ever sneaking in while my mama home. So I'm like, oh, you gotta go. Like, you gotta go. So like he ordered his Uber, and it take like 20 minutes for that bitch to get there. But while we're waiting for his Uber, like me and him have a conversation, and it's like, damn, like this nigga really, he not that bad of a person for real.
8th grade girl speaking about what she's doing in her room with her body with the boy or multiple boys, right? Because this is not something that she's just doing with this one person. My question is, where did she learn this from? That's all you see on the internet. Story times. Every time you scroll, there's a story time about what you did with a man, what you was going to do with a man, how a man did this to you, how a boy did this to you, every story time, every situation is centered around a woman telling a story about what she did sexually with a man or was going to do with a man that these young girls are watching, doing, and waiting to tell their story, to go viral, to have their moment. They don't care how they look. They don't care how they're perceived. The fact that you, as an 8th grade girl, 13, 14 years old, the fact that you feel comfortable to do this is insane. Let's say she's making a story up. The fact that your brain can go there and tell this whole story, if it is fake, a lie, why does your brain compute that? Why are the type of stories that you want to tell online? About yourself. About yourself. Nobody else. You're telling a story about yourself, whether it's true or false. You still told it. So your brain is full of inappropriate sexual things at a young age. Where are they learning this stuff from? If we're not a monolith, right? If we're not a monolith, where are they learning it from? Why are they talking the same way? Mannerisms the same way? Looking the same way? Telling the same type of stories? The older generation has failed this young girl. Her mother has failed her. Her grandmother, her auntie, her cousins, her whoever failed her. And many just like her. There are many of them. We like to pretend like this stuff doesn't happen. This is not going on. As I said, whether it's true or it's false, it's still something that you should not be telling a story like this at all, period. But if you scroll on your timeline and all you see all day long are stories about a woman telling her story regarding her and another man, that's all you see. These girls do not have any shame. They will tell their business to anybody, and their favorite line is, who cares? Nobody can judge me. Who cares? Only God can judge me. Who cares? I don't care what people think about me. That's their mentality. So they don't care if they look bad. They don't care if they're presenting themselves in an inappropriate way. They don't care to own that I'm a whore. They don't care. They're completely numb, and we live in a society that has normalized being that way. Normalize you should be able to do whatever you want to do. Normalize that you can be a young 304 and nobody should be able to question you or say anything about it. Oh, you're just being young. You're just being a teenager. This is not what teenagers do. And the fact that this comfortability on the internet to degrade yourself is the problem that I have. It's one thing that you're doing it. That's already a problem. But the fact that there is no couth, there's no discernment, there's no guilt, no shame to not tell the world is what takes to another level of I want to be seen. I want attention. I want to go viral. I don't care how I get the attention. As long as they're talking about me, I don't care. Any publicity is good. That's how they think. It don't matter what people think. I don't care. As long as they're talking about me, I made it. I made it. You snuck a boy into your house while your mom was in the room sleeping, and she calls you. Your mom calls you on the phone to say, "Why are you screaming?" Not getting up to go see why you're screaming. That says a lot about the type of parent that you have. That she's so lazy that what if something was happening to you? She just calls you. She don't check. She don't like, I hear my daughter in there screaming. Let me go see what's going on. Let me see what's going on. No, that's how lazy parents are. We're calling our kids from the other room. Because what are you in here screaming for? I'm not going to hear something happening in my child's room and just sit there and call them. I need to see with my own two eyes. I need to see that you're good. I need to see what's going on. I need to confirm what you're saying is true. But again, there's a breakdown in the teaching. There's a breakdown in the influence. There's a very, very small positive influence for young girls, like globally. This is all they see. This is all they see. And it breaks my heart because you're in 8th grade. But as many girls in her grade, younger, older, doing the same thing, degrading themselves. Their bodies mean nothing to them. Doing things with boys they don't know. She said, I don't even know his name. I don't even know him. And you did something sexual with this boy. You don't even know him. Their bodies they have no meaning to them because they are in this worldly thought of body count doesn't matter. Women should be able to do whatever they want. They're looking at women who get to do whatever they want with their bodies and think that they still have all these options. They still have a good life because they're looking at materialistic things. They're looking at the things that they have versus the life that they truly have and are living. But when you're 13, 14, 15 years old, you idolize celebrities. You idolize materialistic things. That's what many of us did at that age. You're looking up to people, what they have. You think their life is so great, so perfect. But we're in a world now where kids are not off limits. As I said, kids are privy to everything. They hear everything. They see everything. And they're duplicating it. They're doing what they see. They're doing what they see. They watch the celebrities, their favorite celebrity, go online and tell their most disgusting story, and they still are famous. They still got money. So they ain't stopping nobody. That's how they think. This was disgusting to hear. This was heartbreaking to hear. This is just, I can't imagine as a mother of a daughter that my daughter would feel comfortable. And then the fact that what if your mom see the story? Again, true or false. The fact that my daughter online telling this lie, this is the story that you want to lie and tell a story about, baby, it's heartbreaking. It's sad. It really breaks my heart. And it's just, again, the older generation has failed. They failed these young girls. We failed these young girls, completely failed them because we are not setting a good example for them at all. At all. At all. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Drop it down below. Share your thoughts. If you enjoyed the conversation, hit that thumbs up button, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to see you guys in the next episode. Bye.